everyone. I'm Larry Ridley.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Dallas Cowboys. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. That is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it'll be 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. 8 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. And you're not allowed to climb. You got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there. And a really nice play resulted for them. 2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
He missed all of last year with a torn ACL and MCL, but it's so good to see Orlando Scandrick back on the field and making plays. Another interception for him.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come out in the pistol. After the interception, here's Romo. Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rashid Hageman in there to sack him for a loss of 6. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And Dez has got it. Dez Bryant for the Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant, 35 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And the defensive there, that was a battle. He just made a really nice play.
A really nice play, making sure his body position was correct. And how about the throw? Zipped it in there.
And it results in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Complete over the middle to Hardy. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Whoosh. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here's Ryan to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2nd down and 4. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. 11 yards on the pickup, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. And that's a tough one to execute because if you're the holder, you're obviously starting down on a knee. You got to pop up, get that extra second, but, hey, they made it work.
Got to have some athleticism to you, don't you? And think
alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone. It
always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, How do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They fake the give to Elliott. Now Romo. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Romo now to throw. And that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And while we've got a little break here, a big note from around the league. Joey Bosa, 3rd pick last year's draft. The holdout is over. He signed this past Monday.
And we haven't gotten used to first-round holdouts. In fact, we haven't gotten used to holdouts in total because of the way the system works nowadays about who goes where and how much money's there and the whole deal. So this has been quite a surprise, but great news for San Diego Chargers and their fans and their ability to compete in the AFC West. A big-time pass rusher who plays the run as well. Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Throwing on 3rd down, Romo. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They come out here in the I. They do snap it. Now Romo. He completes it to Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And there's a flag on the play. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. And a tight ball game here, and in these close ones, every drive becomes magnified.
And we don't want to overuse the word critical, but it feels that way as they head out there for this possession. They need to get the ball back and give their offense a chance to get them totally back into this game.
We'll see if the defense can do just that here. They go play action here on first down. Connects with Sanu right side. It's a gain of 14 there, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play action pass and completing it.
Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.